Established in 1822, the Royal Academy of Music has nurtured generations of the world's finest young musicians. From the tens of thousands that apply each year, only a handful make it through the stringent auditions to win a place in the hallowed hallways. Previous students include Sir Arthur Sullivan, whose musicals such as The Mikado and The Pirates of Penzance remain classics to this very day, Sir Simon Rattle, believed by many to be the world's greatest living conductor, and Sir Elton John, a multi-platinum Oscar-winning global superstar. 2004 saw another man join these legendary figures, a man whose unique brand of music has affected millions of people's lives, a man so renowned that his name is quite simply a single letter of the alphabet, a man called H. And this is his journey. This is H-Side Story. H is about to go from superstar to student as he studies a year-long musical theatre course. We'll see him poked, pulled, provoked and pushed to his limits as he strives to become the best performer he can be. Ian H. Watkins first came to our attention as one-fifth of the pop juggernaut that was Steps. Alongside Lisa, Faye, Claire and Lee, H had huge success with 13 consecutive top 5 hits, including their 2 number ones, Tragedy and Stomp. Steps remains Britain's most successful touring band ever, selling more tickets than the Beatles or the Rolling Stones. But there were downsides to all this success.
I was seen as the knob, the joker of the group.
And that wasn't the only problem.
We got up at 4 o'clock every morning and we did every TV show on every radio station. We did PAs up and down the country. We were all absolutely burnt out.
And so in 2001 the inevitable happened and Steps split.
The breakup from Steps was very sudden. A decision had been made by 2 members of the band and that was it. That was the end of it.
I mean, obviously it was myself and H that did leave, and we were both upset. It was a really hard time. I remember that Christmas, and it was quite stressful, really.
Myself and Faye and Lee felt that there was something not quite right, and that the other guys weren't necessarily as happy as we were. And in hindsight, obviously we were right because they left.
It was almost like a marriage that had broken down. I know that sounds really weird, but we spent so much time together that we were just literally sick of each other.
With his Steps days behind him, H was free to pursue a new life and bought an exclusive residence in West London, where he now lives.
This is one of my pride and joys. When I was in school, I studied art, and for my A-levels we were all given these books, and on the front of this book there was a painting, and that was it. It's called The Sword Swallower. I think it's about 50,000 pounds, and I own it. I'm so chuffed. This is another one in my collection. This is my Picasso. It's an etching. It was done in his erotica period, and it's actually a self-portrait with one of his mistresses. I can't remember her name. I think it was done in something like 1947 or something. That's not as much. That was about 10 grand. Now that I wore to the Brits. I can't even believe I wore it. I haven't put this on for about 4. Oh my God! I can't even believe. I can't get it on. I put weight on. Steps are a rule unto themselves. Of course, we didn't give a about fashion. We just kind of wore anything, as you can tell. I wore that in, what video was it? Love's Got a Hold of My Heart in Cannes. It's just minging. It's like a really bad 70s disco store or something, isn't it? I was really proud of this. I think Oh, it doesn't work anymore. If you press his belly button, he sings Tragedy. And I asked for abs, but it never gave me anyway. Lock those dodgy outfits away. This was actually when I went to art college, and it's actually some of my A-level work, and it was a lot of self-portrait studies. And I was really into pop art and Andy Warhol. He was my special study. When I was in school, I just did really weird and bizarre things, like painted with sticks and collage. And actually, if you try to analyse this, I think you actually think I was quite really. I mean, look at it, Christ. Looks like Jack the Ripper's painted it or something. Oh. Why I was drawing dead sheep's heads, I don't know. And I still do love painting. Like I said, I did those the other day. And there's no significance in them at all, I just enjoy doing it. Missy Elliott, this is a really cool story. This was at the MTV Awards in Dublin one year. I was dying to death with a cold. And at the end of the night, everybody wanted to stay and party, but I was just like, get me a cab home. So I was sat in the cab rank with Missy Elliott, Alicia Silverstone and Mary J. Blige. And one of them was giving me like a tissue when Missy Elliott was giving me putting her arm around me, ordering a cab for me. That was really cool. What's his name? Gallagher. No, he did that like last minute and that couldn't go on TV. It's mainly said touching tongues, yet more special outfits. Phil Collins and Christina Aguilera, who I wouldn't if she was on fire now. Stupid Mini-Me. Cool. How cool is that? And he had mini minders as well, look. He did. There's one of Britney. Actually, her boobs do look a bit false there, but I don't think they were. That was on tour with her. There was no point trying to be cool because we weren't. And that's why we actually became cult in the end, is because we knew we weren't cool. And everybody just kind of took the piss with us. But you know, Lee just wanted to be a rock star, and I was like, you know what, mate, just released a line dance single, you know, grow up. Oh.
After leaving Steps, H managed to fulfill his lifelong ambition of getting a lead role in the West End. For the past 8 months, he's been starring as Joseph.
Stephen Gately's been resident up there for 8 months since he's left. Ashley was going to go up and draw a moustache on it, but no, let's be a good boy. To be honest with you, I've probably got the role in Joseph because of what I've done previously. I wouldn't say I'm bad at what I do, but for me to be top-notch, then I need to go back and train.
Having decided to go back to study, H has made the tough decision to give up his role as Joseph.
Today's my last day, and I'm just putting a few bits and pieces left in my bag. My bare room. Sad, isn't it? All my cards are down, all my teddies, all my good luck notes. Hello? Come in, you're fine, no, it's fine, don't worry. It's Carmel, she's head of the choir. She's a lovely lady.
Oh, I've just got a picture here from one of the children.
Oh, bless. Is it in the choir?
Yeah, she just said she knows it's your last performance today. So
Oh, isn't that really sweet?
So, can I just get that?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Is her name on there? I'll give her
Yeah,
a
she's
little card.
written her name on the back. Oh.
Mwah.
And can we have a photograph later?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to miss you.
As
Oh.
much as we're going to miss you.
Oh, bless you. I can't believe I'm going, God. This is sweet as well, that. H, well done and good luck. Thank you for all the nakedness, on stage of course. Lots of love from all your very proud fans. That's really sweet. That'll be in my tummy later. Oh. Sorry, but you have to be subjected to my body now. Do you know what, I don't know how girls cope, because I do feel really vulnerable. Especially when there's kids in the audience and they're taking pictures up your skirt with a bloody camera phone as well. Not very nice. In the break I come and give the theatre manager a buzz and say, right, they're sitting in row F. Seat 32, get them. Have they make them delete their pictures.
Do you have any little rituals that you perform?
Yeah, I fart. Because I'm right centre stage, so I always drop one before the curtain comes up because it's a freeze and nobody can do anything about it. And I've got my back to the audience and I'm like, I like that, go on, that's a good one. Or I give it marks out of 10, so like a 1 or a 2 or a 5. That's disgusting. Sorry, Mum. I'm turning down a whack of money just to go back to school. But it's what I need to do for myself. That's why I'm doing it. I love being on the stage in the West End, but for me, I feel like I've done all I can with my ability at this present time. I do feel like I'm just kind of getting by with my butlering skills. God, someone's done a dump in this corridor. I'm ringing. Oh. Hiya.
How's that?
Good, really good. The sound wasn't so good at the end, but yeah, the audience were wicked.
As the curtain falls on his last performance, H says goodbye to his old life, ready to start his new one as a student.
Isn't it rich? Are we a pair? Me
For my next jaw stuff, wherever that's going to be.
you in midair.
Hello. Oh, bless. Don't get me presents where you like. Give me a kiss. Mwah. There you go. Bye-bye. Bye.
It's just kind of almost sunk in that I've left a job that everybody at the academy is training to do. That's really weird. So there were obvious thoughts of, have I done the right thing today, leaving a job? But I know I've done the right thing. At least I hope I have.
After the break, the time has come for H's first day at the Royal Academy. We meet his new teachers, and he has a little trouble finding his way around.
Oh, wrong door. Do we go through here?